Hi everyone, here is my tutorial about detailed tutorial where I walk you through Hadoop environment, data loading and analyzing it with Hive with a retail store data. By the end of this video, you will learn how to gain insight from your data step by step. Let's get started. Okay, first of all, we will have to create the data, full data, full CSV, and for me, I will create a product, store, employee, and sale full table, and I will create it and put it in the folder full CSV file in my computer, and it's already created. So how do you get a CSV file? You get it from creating from Excel. You can save as CSV. That's how you get a CSV file. Okay, and now what will you need to start up? Starting up, you need to install a Docker. If you don't have already, you can download it from their website, Docker website, and then you will be able to create the Hadoop environment inside the Docker. Yeah, for me, I have the Docker already installed, so I can start this. And how would I start it? And first of all, I will try to check my Docker. So which version is the latest version of Docker? It's already installed. And then I will make sure I will need a Hadoop network. So I will create a Hadoop network. And how do I create a Hadoop network? I type Docker network create Hadoop network. Yeah, that's how you create it. And now it's already existed, so I will try to delete it first. And for the deleting, you type rm, and that means remove. So now Hadoop network is removed, and when we inspect the Hadoop network, it no longer exists. Yeah, now we can create it. Create Hadoop network is now created. Okay, after creating Hadoop network, we need to pull the two files, name node and data node. And how do we create them? We type we need to type exactly the code. Create Hadoop something. Okay, but before doing all that, I will try to log in myself. Usually you don't need to log in, but by logging in you can do more stuff, right? So I will try to log in my Docker account from command line. And how do you log in? If you're asking, I will type in my name. Docker login -u. This should be your name. For me, this is my name. And then I will type my password. You should type your own password. When you are typing the password, it doesn't show anything, but if your typing is correct, it should show after all of this, login succeeded. Yeah, that means you have successfully logged in. Okay, now we are logged in. We need to pull the Docker name node. Okay, and Docker name node, I'll try to pull it. Okay, now Docker name node is being installed. It's gonna take a while. It depends on the speed of your internet. All we have to do is wait for it to be completed. Okay, it's done. And how do you know if you already installed the name node? You can check it here. The name node is now showing inside the Docker. Now for the second step, you will want to do after name node is done, you want to pull the data node. So we pull the data node with this exact command, docker pull data node. Okay, it's now pulling the data node and it's done. How do you check for the data node? Same as the name node, it will show here, data node. Okay, now we have our data node and the name node. What do? We also already have the Hadoop NAT, and we can check if our Hadoop NAT is working. How do we check that? We have the Docker network inspect. We will check it like this, Docker network inspect Hadoop NAT. Okay. Hadoop network. Yeah. Now it's showing up, and this is what it means. We have the container. This container is showing, so that means our Hadoop NAT is working. Okay, I'll create the Hadoop net without the work because I need shorter is better, right? I created it, then I will check it again. Inspect Hadoop net, now it's showing. Okay, now we have all of that, but we know we need to run the name node, right? We will run the name node. Okay, our name node is now running, and you can see here it's showing a green light. That means it is in use. Same in container, it's running now. And then we have to create a data node and data node. We have to run this command. We are creating a name node, data node in our network called Hadoop net, right? And this is 9000 is our IP address, and the end Java is the this Hadoop is run by Java code, so that's why it's a Java. Okay, we now have a data node running, and we can see here it's showing there, and here also in the container it's a data node. Now what do we do for next? We can run more data node. Let's run like 2 more, right? 2 more data node. We have the data node already, so we will try to do the data node 2. Data node 2. Now we have data node 2. Then we will do the data node 3 maybe. Data node 3. Okay, it's done. We have the 3 data node now. And they are all showing inside this Docker container. And by now, if you go to your browser through this exact IP address, localhost, and then you will see the 3 live nodes working, showing up inside the Docker menu from the localhost. Okay, now that we have the name node and data node, we can now run the Docker name node or HDFS. How do we run the HDFS? We have to use Docker exec -it name node and bash. Yeah. Okay, this is now showing like this, root at 7 EED hash in the end. That means your name node is running. Now that name node is running, we need to format this. This is only you have to do it the first time. And how do we format it? We type the HDFS name node format. Yeah, That's how we do it. HDFS name node dash format. Now it's already formatted. We have to type Y and it's shut down, and then it's running again. That means everything is working. Okay, now how do we create a file inside the HDFS? We can type this. And that means echo is for outputting the test, right? And sample.test is our test, and the slash is the where the file is, file path and the name. It's only the slash, so that's the root directory of the file system. And when we type it, this is showing. That means it's working. And how do we okay, we are working now. Now we have the 3 live node and 1 replicator block. How do we verify the replication factor? The default is 3. That means by each block it should be replicated on 3 nodes, right? So we were trying to change this to 4. And how do we change this? We change this by typing default replication factor 3, but we will change this to 4, and we can type the code. Okay, now how we will test the data replication factor in the Hadoop. It's one of the features of Hadoop fault tolerant. That means your data is safe. Even 1 or 2 nodes no longer work, you will keep your data. And I will show you what will happen when a node is deactivated. First of all, I'll try to check it. The data replication factor. Okay. Now it shows 3. That means our data is replicated 3 times inside the Hadoop. And then we will try to create a sample file, just like we did it the last time. It's a sample.test echo print out this test as a sample.test inside our Hadoop. Okay, I type it out, and then I will try to copy it to the name node. Okay, it's not working. Because we are inside the HDFS, we want to go outside. So we will try to run another command prompt. Then we will copy the Docker CP test from the name node. different petal tags. Okay. And then we will check it. Okay, it's existing. That means our data is replicated inside the Docker HDFS. Now how do we change the replication to 4? We type this. We set replication 4, and it will change this to replication 4. In this case, it's not working. But if you have a file inside the folder, it should work. And when you have the file, you can just check it like this, and it will show it. It's replicated 4 times if everything's working correctly. And what happened when a data node fails, you can check it with this command by stopping one data node. Let's say you want to stop the data node, and then it will stop one data node, data node 1. You have to type this outside the HDFS. But inside the HDFS, after you deactivate the data node, you can type this command, and then it will show that it is still replicated, so that our file is still existing. And after you know that it is existing, you can start it again, the data node, by this exact command, docker start data node. So if you type it like this, your data node will start again. It will run again. No longer deactivated. It's now reactivated. Okay, now that I show you all of this, we will try. I told you in the first that we have 4 files: product, store, employee, and field. And we will try to upload those inside the Docker. And how do we upload them inside the Docker? We type the Docker. Yeah, it's not working because we are inside this HDFS. How do we access the HDFS? Let me check. Okay, maybe I will type async command. Okay, I'm outside the HDFS. Now I can do the Docker. For the first file, we have a product CSV table, so I will put it in the Docker. Okay everyone, let's start. First we will try to put the for table inside the Docker. Now product CSV file is inside the Docker now. Now we will have to create it for another one. And now store is inside the Docker, successfully copy. And then employee.csv file. And then we have the save. Okay, all of them are successfully copied. And then we will try to copy it inside the HDFS. So we will have to run the HDFS again. And how do we run the HDFS? Do you guys remember? I do, but I'm not gonna tell you. Okay, HDFS. We ran it by this docker exec it name node bash. Yeah, that's how you run it. Okay, we are inside the HDFS name node now. So we can do copy them. We need to make the product folder first. Okay, we create a folder. Okay, it's created. And then we will copy it inside the folder. Okay, it's completed. One done, another to go. Then we have store. Create a store. And then we copy the store CSV file inside the store. And then we create the employee. Then we copy the employee CSV file inside the employee. And then we will create the sales file, sales folder. And then we copy it inside CSV file inside the sales folder. Yeah, it's easy as that. And after that you can check it if the files are really there. I type in this HDFS, DFS, LF, and it will show you if the files are inside there. Yeah, it's showing, right? Employee, product, save and store. They are inside now. Now we need to do, now that we have everything, we now have to set up our Hive, right? What is Hive? Hive is a tool that lets you run SQL query inside data, the Hadoop. So we will try to pull the Hive, and to do that we need to exit it, and then we will docker pull Hive. Okay, we wait. Okay, download's completed. It's gonna finish anytime soon. Come on. Yeah, it's finished. How do you know it's downloaded? You can check the image. Now there's a hive showing inside our Docker. So we now have a hive. What do we do next? I'll show you guys. Okay, I'll show you guys soon. Just wait a moment. We already pulled the Docker, so we need to run it. I mean the hive. We need to run the hive. So we run this Docker run hive server network Hadoop net hive latest. Okay, it is now running, and you see it is now in green. That is mean in use, and we have hive server showing in container, our container. And how do we know that it is running? We can also check it by typing docker ps. Now everything is showing. We have our name node, data node, and hive. It's all inside here. But before doing our SQL, we need to make sure we go inside the hive XML file and change the setting, configuration setting. I'll show you guys how. This is how you do it. We go to the Docker file, we go to the Docker, and we go to the hive. Okay, not here. Maybe in the okay, let me check it again. Go to the hive. Container hive server, yeah. Container hive server. Now file. And then we will go to the exactly which one? OPT. Yeah, this one. OPT hive, and then configuration, and then we will change the hive.xml. Here there's a configuration, and we will try to delete it and put our own configuration and save it. And we might want to restart our hive server. Okay, it's restarted. Now we can continue. Now we initialize the meta store schema. We type this Derby. Derby is what runs the SQL inside the Hive server. We do this command, and now it's running. It's starting the schema for the Derby SQL. And after the schema is initialized, you can start the Hive Metastore service. You type this. Okay, it's running. And you wait a little bit. After that, you do the Control C. That shut down the process, so you can run the command again. After that, we need to know our name node IP address. How do you know the name node IP address? You type this command. This will show our network, and in this case our network is 172.19.02. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we are logging inside the Hive server, and we're inside the Hive. We can now do the SQL. We can do the SQL. First, we have to create our table for the product. How do we create it? We type the SQL code. Product. We have product ID, product name, category, and price. Product ID integer, product name string, category string, price is float. And we will run this. Okay, it's created. And next we will create the store. Like this. Okay, that was fast. And then we will run the create the employee table. And then we will lastly create the sales table. Okay, we created our table. Now we will try to get some insight from our table. Right? Now how do we know the total sales per product? We can run example sentence SQL like this. Like we select the product ID and the sum. Sum is the sales amount. So we can group them by product ID, so we know which product has the most amount of sales. Now we run this command, and then we know that these products 108, 104, 103, 107, 110, they have the most amount of sales, right? Over 3,000 for 108. That's interesting. And now how do we know that how many units are sold per product? We can check it like this. Now we know the exact product ID for the quantity. We would try to get a sum from and grouping them by product, so we know which product are sold how much. Okay, now we know the 107 has 18 units sold, 108 has 16 units, 110 7 units, yeah, something like that. And now we can check the revenue per store, like per store, which store is getting which amount of revenue. We check it like this. We will try to select the store's ID and the total amount of sales revenue. Now we know the store number 4, store number 3. Yeah, they are arranged like that. So store number 4 has the most amount of revenue. And we want to know how many items are sold from the store. We can check it like this. We are trying to select the store ID and the sum and total unit sale. Okay, now we know for each store how many units are being sold right after for this moment, right? Now we want to know another insight, like how much people buy per transaction, average transaction. So how do we get it? We get it by doing total amount of sale with the average, getting the average. Now we will know the average transaction value. Okay, average transaction is 1047. That's interesting. Now we want to know the sales by category. Which category are getting how much sale? You can check it like this. Okay, this is the number. Electronics are getting 7,599, and accessory 1,619, and the apparel clothing 1,259. Now we want to know which employee has the most performance. So we will try to. Yeah, that is too complicated. I will try the daily revenue trend. Okay, now we know the daily revenue. That's like 1st of December we have 449. That's not good, but the next day we got 2,399. That's not bad. Now we want to know top product by store, like which store has, every store has the top product, right? Now we will get this thing. Okay, so headphone are the most popular product in the store 1, and for store 2 is the jacket and shoe, and for store 3 smartphone, store 4 bag and shoe, and laptop, and the store 5 headphone again and the bag. So I know that headphones are the most popular item. That's interesting. So we want to know which product are not being sold. Yes, we can't sell everything, right? So some of the products are not being sold. We want to know which product are people not buying. Okay, if you successfully completed this, you should get a product ID that is not being sold. Now we have successfully analyzed the retail data using Hadoop and Hive, and we identify the top selling product and even evaluate our employee performance. These insights are very useful to our business, and we can now make data-driven decisions. If you find this tutorial useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comment below. Thanks, guys.